Hey y'all, it's February the 4th, 2016, and as you know, we've been covering the Lavoy Finicum murdering, all right, that took place not too long ago. All right. If you've been keeping up with the situation like I've been keeping up with it, then I know that yesterday you found out that he was shot 9 times. That's the official information. Whoever was giving it out said that he was shot 9 times. That's actually very telling in the way that it appears as though not only was Lavoy murdered on video, and a lot of people celebrated it. Not only did that happen, but it seems as though they're not going to hide the truth. What they're going to do is bit by bit dole out the truth over time, thereby having a lot of people forget about the situation in which he was murdered. And murder was the intent since the very beginning. And it's obvious. They're going to dole out the truth bit by bit. So instead of lying and saying, oh, he was shot 3 times, and by the way, you're not going to see an autopsy, instead of doing that, they say, well, he was shot 9 times, but also you're not going to see an autopsy. All right, you might see it way later on, maybe, or they'll bury it in the newspapers. The fact that he was quite obviously murdered. I mean, I'm not a genius nor a murder detective. I mean, with my premonitions, the fact that you're coming out and saying 9 times not only reconfirms my premonitions, right? And so I'm having further premonitions. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to be doled out bit by bit on this, right? Eventually, it's going to come out that of course he was murdered, right? But at that point, they'll be like, so what? Who cares? Because at that point, they will effectively have driven the Hammonds out of that area and everybody else. And they're going to take that area, which is all burnt up and messed up because of the fires that the government cannot put out. They're going to take that land and sell it for cheap. Why? Because the mineral rights are very lucrative. That's why they're doing it. By the time it's going to come out completely that he was murdered, the deal will have already been done. The Oregon will, that part of Oregon will be have shut down and sold off. Right? It's quite clear that he was murdered, and everybody sees that he's murdered and stuff. So it's like, of course, the investigation should start immediately, but no, it's going to start very, very slowly. And during this process, and the process already started, you go on social media or you go on the internet in general, you're going to find a lot of speculation regarding this on both sides of the fence. All right, what that is a separation. It effectively does separate two groups of people. One group sees that evidence is being withheld, and the evidence that's not being withheld is very incriminating. All right, and then there's another group who believe that in no way, shape, or form did Lavoy not deserve to be murdered on the side of the road. All right, so they're going to make up all sorts of excuses and have all sorts of speculation. It's going to continue the entire way. What's important about this process is you'll note that martial law is not coming; it's here. They can murder you, and a lot of people celebrate it for no reason. Not only that, but uh, it's important to note that there's a separation also being taking place, and you'll see certain entities and people continue to make excuses, and it's only going to become more clear that he was murdered unnecessarily. And people cling to their lives. They love lives. Remember, they love them more than their hands and their feet and their children and their grandbabies. They love them. So they're going to cling to the slightest speculation that maybe he deserved it. He deserved to die like a dog on video for the world to see. All right, and bring up certain things that just don't make no sense. Like I've already heard people saying, "Oh, well, okay, it's official. He had a stolen weapon on him. All right, so he meant to do bad things." I mean, you love lies. That's bad. Because here's the thing: such a publicly known person is not going to go up against the FBI, all those vehicles and stuff, with a stolen gun, because that would be implying that he thinks that he could shoot his way out and then also disappear. Everybody already knows who you are. That situation makes zero sense. The gun was planted on him. All right. If I had to draw out a picture, I'll draw out a picture later. That was not his gun. If you had a gun, here's the thing about Lavoy Vinegar is that he owned guns, and everybody knew he owned guns. So you're gonna have to shoot out the FBI, and you know that's gonna be caught on camera. Then you might as well use your own guns because you're used to them. You wouldn't use some random stolen gun. Doesn't make sense. A lot of people are like, well, he's reaching for that gun in his jacket. That gun was planted in his jacket. He didn't have a gun, but he's probably reaching up because he was shot. You don't know when he was shot. Uh, you clearly don't know when he was shot. Nobody does. It was so far away, and there's no sound, and you're not getting an autopsy. All right, so it's becoming very clear that and you can go Google it right now. There's people clinging to the lies. They love them. They want to see the government come out and murder people, and they want to cheer about it and feel good about it because it's not happening to them. Meanwhile, it's gonna happen to you. It's only a matter of time because you're cheering for it, you're making excuses for it. All right, you're drawing a line between you and the rest of humanity that understands a murder when it's in their lap. And that's what you're doing. Some of y'all already done it. Some of y'all are gonna continue to do it. You put up the fence. All right. This is February the 4th, 2016.